Welcome to Concrete Step Pour Part 10. This is a continuation video of this concrete step replacement. In this video, I will be concrete finishing these steps and showing some of the different ways that these concrete steps should be done. What I'm doing right now is I'm just tightening up the edges of the concrete using this brass edger. At this point, the concrete is very firm, almost enough that you could walk on it or apply a lot of pressure and you won't sink in too much. And now what I'm doing is I'm just touching up the areas that will make the finishing smoother in the final pass. Edging always starts first. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking off this 2x4 on the top step, and this is going to allow me to get in a bit closer using the magnesium float. Planning out and remembering where all the screw holes were is going to be a very important part at this stage because you don't want to use any other methods but just to unscrew and strip the forms gently. So moving just smoothly, tackling every task as it comes is very important. You don't want to be held back with conversations or delays at this point. It's critical just to keep breaking through, finishing this step up and keep moving on. So I'm just going to hop down on the bottom pad and start cutting in the edges. It's really important because what happens is the surrounding elements, the base is really dry, the asphalt driveway, and the concrete wall along the foundation. All these areas plus some wind and a dry mix is going to really set this up. So getting that edge cut in first is really critical because later on you're not going to have the cream to work with, and it'll make it very difficult. This tool here I'm using is a joiner, or otherwise known as a dummy cutter, and essentially what it's used is to control a crack in a certain direction. So this joiner is basically grooving in that surface at about an inch deep so that the concrete is going to almost guaranteed crack at this point. So typically at the bottom of steps and the corners of the house or long stretches of sidewalks are critical to have this control joint installed. A few hours on a hot day, these areas will crack. So controlling the crack using this tool is the trick. This tool is also a good way to find out just how firm the concrete is and if it's setting up. Just use this tool and you can really compare the soft concrete to the firm concrete. In this video, the concrete is very firm at this stage, and you can see just how difficult it is for me to install this control joint. So getting in a control joint as soon as possible is going to make it a lot easier down the road, so that when you're at this stage you can just easily put in that control joint and move on to the next step. If you're in the Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge and Guelph area, check out my website, theartofconcrete.ca. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe, comment your thoughts. I'd really appreciate your thoughts on future videos, and don't forget to continue watching. Thanks guys, and have a great day.